touch rugby, sometimes called six down or sixties in South Africa, looks somewhat similar to rugby, but without the tackling, scrumming and kicking. The aim of the game is to score tries. Played on half the size of a conventional sports field, it is hailed as the game taking the world by storm.
This week we'll be taking a look into the world of touch rugby, and with the Touch Rugby World Cup just around the corner, we'll be spending some time with some of the SA touch rugby players. So how did you guys become involved in the sport of touch rugby?
I had a friend that brought me into it. We played rugby together and introduced me to six-down touch rugby, and been played ever since.
And Thea, what about you, man? How did you get involved?
I started playing back in high school, got approached by my rugby coach then, and he just said, look, why don't you organize a touch team with your rugby mates and go and play in the tournaments.
And Hanek, what about you?
I taught at a school in Pretoria, and we entered a school side there into one of the local leagues, and that's how I started to play.
The Touch World Cup 2011 is the first to be hosted in Europe. The tournament will be held in Scotland's capital city, Edinburgh, from Wednesday the 22nd to Sunday the 26th of June.
Sean, tell us a bit about the history of touch rugby. Where did it come from?
Touch rugby was originated in Australia. There were 6 rugby league guys that, after playing the years of rugby league, wanted to still stay active and stay involved in sport. And you'll find when you watch the game of touch rugby, especially six-down touch rugby, that's a lot of the rules and strategies are very similar.
And do men and women play it?
Men, women, it's actually very popular amongst women. You often find more women playing it than guys.
The current women's and men's champions are the teams from Australia. There is also a category for mixed teams, and that title belongs to New Zealand.
Now, when you play socially, how fit do you have to be?
Well, it all depends on the level that you want to play at. You can go down to league, and after 2-3 weeks you should be fine. You're going from a zero base. But obviously the higher you go, once you start playing provincial or even Super League matches at league and SA, then the levels go up considerably. Then you're looking at a couple months training, and it's quite intensive, and because touch rugby is quite a demanding sport.
Now, playing socially, we know it's a lot of fun, but when it comes to someone playing at your level, it's quite competitive, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. And even at social level, at leagues, guys will be very competitive, but at our level, they are very competitive.
Is there at all a physical aspect to the game?
There is a physical component in it. It's not as physical as rugby, no.
The game emphasizes running and ball handling skills such as passing and catching. Tackles are made by simply touching the ball carrier with 2 hands.
How does touch rugby help you live a healthy lifestyle?
It's more on the training aspect of it. It works your muscles very well, keeps you nice and lean and in shape, and obviously there are diets that are associated with that as well.
Yeah, tell me a bit about the training. What does that involve when it comes to someone playing at your level?
It's more dynamic stuff. We normally do things like plyometrics, which normally involves you just working your core, really. And obviously fitness is key, and more hand skills and drills.
Now, Tia, on the point of training, how does supplementation help you bank your training?
I'll have my training maybe once or twice a week, or maybe 3 times a week, depending on how things are going that week. And I'll have my whey protein to help recover my muscles.
Now, on the point of supplements, what supplements would you say helps you perform better?
I'm very much into things like albutamine, USN albutamine, that helps recover from the lactic acid, especially after games. It becomes very demanding during the course of tournaments, so it's very important that your body recovers fully.
And during games, do you use a product like Vuma at all to give you that extra boost?
Yes, products like Vuma help a lot during games, especially take it during the course towards half-time, just to keep the energy levels back at that peak.
Now, Sean, in one sentence, sum up touch rugby.
I love it. I think about it all the time. So to me, it's a lifestyle.
Tune in again tomorrow as we chat about the great fitness benefits of the sport and meet some of the ladies taking part. Visit usn.co.za and join the USN Facebook page today.